Hello and welcome. We're so excited that you're here for the Scorpio New Moon Community Ceremony. My name is Judy Keating, and I am your guidess today, but I am part of Wise Transformation, an organization comprised of Bonnie Solomon and myself. We are two women intent on reconnecting elemental wisdom and divine feminine magic back into everyday life. We've been doing these calls for several years now, and we just find it so helpful to tune into the new and full moon energies in such a way that you can utilize this time to up level, to clarify, and to gain wisdom about what's happening in your life and how you can use the elemental forces and the new and full moons to co-create. So we're very happy that you're here today, whether you're here live or on the recording. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to talk about some upcoming events and call in sacred space and talk about the timing itself and give a little ceremonial guidance with the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle. We'll be together an hour or a little less today. But just looking forward to telling you about the new creations that are coming forward and to work with you on the timing. Bonnie Solomon created an incredible elemental forces wisdom of aging oracle several years ago, and it is now available on your phone. If you go to wisetransformation.com, you'll see that it's available for half off the physical deck price, and you can have the wisdom and the elements at your fingertips with Bonnie's very unique perspective on the wisdom of aging available to you. It's on our front page for the next little bit, so you can go to wisetransformation.com and you'll see it right there. Download it on your phone so you can have it wherever you go. The time that we've been in for the last, of course, several years with COVID, but 2023 has been a tough year for many, many people for many, many reasons. And so I am partnering with two incredible women who understand grief at the cellular level. Victoria Moonfire Fatula and Karima Andrea and I are putting on a short but powerful intensive on December 10th called Honoring Grief, Unleashing the Power of the Feminine. It's going to give you a place to really be with your grief, to express your grief, and to understand your grief so that you can integrate it more, and also learn to companion with your grief. Grief is not an emotion that we talk a lot about. Loss is not something we talk a lot about. And we were really drawn to create an experience as we head into the holidays for people to have an avenue for them to feel their grief deeply and have a container that will hold it as sacred. So this event is very reasonably priced at $69. And it's going to be on December 10th and 11th, and it's going to be in the middle of the day. And the reason for that timing is for world access, because we have several people outside of the US that are interested in it. So go to wisetransformation.com and get more details. And also, we want to let you know that we are having a pajama party on January 6th, 2024. It's a Saturday from 10:30 to 4. There'll be breaks, of course, and we'll have lunch together online. But this course, Create a Dynamic Year, we're updating it for 2024, adding some new wisdom, some new magic. But it's going to give you a great planning, dreaming, and scheming container to start preparing to plant your seeds at Imbolc for what you want to grow in 2024 and what you want to let go of before 20 or right before Imbolc in 2024, so that you can have a year that is more fun, more according to what you truly desire, and more aligned with the elemental forces, the new and full moons, and the wheel of the year. Bonnie Salomon has such great wisdom to share about her experience with planning your year. And I have some tools that the community has not seen before that I'm very excited to add into this program. But it's going to be a one-day pajama party. You're welcome to come in your pajamas and, come prepared to have fun and to really look deeply at what matters to you so that we can get it prioritized as what you will accomplish for 2024. So looking forward to that. Wanted to give everybody a heads up to put it on their calendar. And you'll be seeing notices about it in our e-zines as well. So today on the Scorpio new moon with a Scorpio sun, we want to open to the living field of creation. And we want to open from the place of our sacral chakra and our third chakra, our solar plexus. We want to open with those chakras in mind because it is all about the deep, deep power of water. So we're going to call water in first today. And just ask for containment for the deep dive so that earth and water can work well together. And that we can allow the deepest sorrow, the deepest shadow, and the most ecstatic joy, and the most profound emotional attunement today with our Scorpio new moon call. And with gratitude for earth and water, the feminine axis, we call on air for the breath of life, for calling on new perspectives, new thoughts, new belief systems, that the water of Scorpio wash away anything that we judge, anything that we no longer need, anything that prevents us from connecting to a new vision, a current day version of ourselves in the air realm. And fire, the dark and the light of fire, both the inner illumination and the outward power of action. And spirit, the divine that all that is, the source. We at the soul level are individuated sparks of spirit. We express uniquely because we have a soul. And we just ask that soul and spirit be in alignment today as we work with the Scorpio new moon. And so it is. So when we have a new moon, the sun and the moon are aligned in the same archetype. And it can be a start of a growing phase and give us a boost of energy. Because we're in the Scorpio energy, it means that we get a double dose of the water power of Scorpio, which is all about diving deep. It's where we source our psychic power, intuition, and sixth sense, and our life force. I know with all that's going on in the world and all that we are experiencing personally, our life force might feel dampened about now. And it's time for it to get an enlivened dose of refreshing, deep dive water so that we can clear whatever needs to be cleared and learn to manage the intensity so it doesn't burn us out. It's an opportunity, even though it's a new moon, to release what no longer serves you, to connect to your sexual energy, to bring your shadow into the light of consciousness so that you can hold a container of compassion for whatever you feel, shadow or light, because that is the only way that those feelings can be allowed to give you the messages that they're here to give you. It's the only way that we can let the feelings move through in such a way that we have a profound connection to our own deep soul connection to our psychic power, our intuition, and our sixth sense. So we're just asking Scorpio to work with each person who's here live or listening to the recording in a way that is supportive today. So before we take a deeper look at what we want to, what we're going to get from the elements, we want to have a focal area. With the new moon and sun in Scorpio, there's many areas of life. There's our physical health, there's our relationships, there's our money, there's our business or our job, there's our relationships, there's our creations. So I'm going to play a little bit of music. I want to make double sure that I've turned on the music share sound. So bear with me just 1 second while I double check. I did. I just wanted to be sure. Okay, so go ahead and think about or feel into, more appropriately in Scorpio, what you want to focus on in this new moon in Scorpio. What is it that you want support with from the elemental forces? And if you can let me know when you have what you want to focus on, we can go ahead and move forward. just give you another minute to make sure you have what you want to focus on for this new moon. If you're with me on the recording, you can stop the recording if we're moving a little too fast, but I think we're ready to go on to the next thing. So we've been utilizing the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle created by Lisa Michaels for many years now. We might be switching it up in 2024 and using Bonnie's deck some, but for today, we're going to use the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle. And that particular deck has been updated. And if you're interested in the updated deck, it's the exact same deck, but it does have new graphics. They're beautiful. You can get it at lisa-michaels.com. And there's also an online version through Deckable for Lisa's deck. And with each of the realms, Earth being the physical realm, the question that came today was, where do you need to create more space? So I'm talking about physically and also in your time. So is there a place in your life where you could benefit from having more blank space, more open space? And if that question doesn't resonate for you, then just ask Earth whatever you need today. And I pulled from the deck the Touch card. And if you have your own deck or an oracle that you like to use, please pull your own card. But for the collective, I pulled the Touch card. So just reflect on what you want to work on or what you're focusing on and how Earth can assist you. And if this question is helpful, great. If you would, just let me know when you're complete in the chat. You can just put done if you don't want to share. Okay. So hopefully you got a good message from Earth about how they can support you. Moving on to water. I pulled the card Feeling Guidance for the collective. And because this is such a deep dive and resourcing of feelings time, I said, what deep feelings need to be felt and accepted and integrated at this time? Water is the emotional realm. Just see if that resonates for you. Oh, thanks, Julia. She shares, I need to create more space in my heart and head for stillness and compassion. What a beautiful answer. Thanks for sharing that with the community. That's so nice when people do share what they're getting. I need to balance my scheduled time versus my unscheduled time. Give myself a little more unscheduled time right now. And beautiful. So we're turning to water. And just notice what you feel. You may put your hand on your heart. And you may just feel like a wave come of deep feelings. You want to just hold space for those deep feelings we all have. And again, I'll put a little music on. Hope you got a good message from water. I really got that I need to spend more quiet time being with my feelings, and that the acceptance and integration will come if I just allow it more room and um, just allow reflection. So, thanking water, we are going to move forward. And if you want to share what you got, great. If not, that's okay. So, we've now gotten a message from Earth and a message from water related to us personally and whatever we're looking at in terms of asking for support in the Scorpio new moon. So air is the mental realm. It's all about our belief systems, which is the card that I pulled. It's all about thoughts and visioning and perspective. Um, so air wanted to look to see if there was anywhere that your perspective on something needs to be updated, whether it's the perspective on your life, whether it's the perspective on your relationships, could be on anything at all as a guiding question. And as always, if the questions I pose don't support you, then just ask air directly and pull your own card. But I pulled belief systems for the collective. Just going to pause here in case you need another minute to be sure that you got everything that you need from earth, water, and air. I'm going to take a sip of water and then we'll move on. And if you're listening to the recording and you need to stop the recording, you always have that option. Okay, now we're moving towards fire. Fire is the action transformation realm. And I pulled the illumination card for the collective. And sometimes the actions that are needed to meet your deepest emotional needs are not action. They're rest or stopping or reflecting or contemplating. But I wanted you to check in at this time with the intent to meet your deepest emotional needs at this time. What actions are being called for? Okay. Beautiful work, everybody. And now we turn to spirit. I pulled the essence expression card for the collective. And things have been so chaotic in so many parts of the world. I just wanted to ask for almost a moment of silence for you, to allow for you to have a message from spirit about what they want you to know right now. So I'm not going to play music here. I'm just going to ask us to get quiet and listen deeply. So I'll continue to have some quiet here and just ask when you're ready. Whoop. When you're ready, see if you get a unified field message from the Scorpio new moon and Scorpio sun when you look at the earth, air, water, fire, spirit messages you got. Give me another couple minutes. you're complete, if you could let me know. I don't want to rush anyone. There's no reason to rush. We so appreciate you taking the time to spend with the elemental forces, to invite them to inform and enliven you. Okay, unless anybody has anything they want to share, I'm going to end our time for today. I do want to make sure that you do know that our next call is going to be in exactly 2 weeks. It's going to be after the Thanksgiving holiday. I just didn't want to do it before, but Monday, November 27th is the Gemini full moon. And I'm going to do the call just a little bit later at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. So I look forward to being with you at that time and to tapping into the energies of Gemini, but allow yourself time with Scorpio today. Really allow yourself to feel deeply and to express whatever needs expressing. Spend time with loved ones, get more hugs today, and just really dive deep in what's true for your soul at this very, very auspicious time of the wheel of the year. And just allow whatever wants your feelings want to show you and tell you, just hold space for that. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. And I look forward to seeing you next time at another Wise Transformation event. Take good care.